back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Belligerent Brown Boys preview of the Super Bowl. And just, we're going to talk a little bit about our picks from, 2 weeks ago now, and what happened in conference final weekend. And then, yeah, maybe we'll talk about a few props we're looking at for the game.
It's finally here, eh? The Super Bowls
Last game
finally
of
Yeah,
the
here.
you
year.
know what? That week off, like this week off in between it, like I don't know. It's tough to build back up to it. Now this week is like a building week, you know? I gotta get back to the emotions I had just like a week ago.
I mean, we were talking about it just before we started, but it's like you're not really hearing anything about it, eh?
Yeah, nothing.
Or is it just me? Like I like
No,
usually there's like a hype and then there's like people
There's
talking
been
about it
nothing.
and
you guys are
it's
totally right. This is what usually happens. Like the 2 weeks really kills the momentum that you have going. Um, I think it also, it is, when you think about it, the Super Bowl is a corporate event. I don't know if you guys have seen the ticket prices. Like
Yo,
we're
it's
talking about
like
four figures, starting 5 to 6 grand a piece
that's probably
yeah,
for
both weeks
tickets.
too.
you're looking at like in the 300s. I think it was like
And
$70,000
yeah,
per
What?
ticket or something.
we're not talking about scalpers. So what the NFL realized, the NFL is all about money, and we get it. This whole business about money. They realized scalpers were selling them for 3, 4 times the price, so the NFL just started charging that price.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know how people I don't
So
know how you justify
it's
that.
you know who it's gonna be. It's gonna be the 1%, the celebrities, the stars. This is a full-time corporate event. That's what it's become. The real fans are
Now
watching
that
at home.
yeah, and now that Swift is gonna be there, it's gonna be even more of a circus.
Yeah, that's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
make it a bigger circus.
I know this is unrelated, but screw Taylor Swift after she snubbed Celine Dion on stage yesterday at the Grammys. Screw you, Taylor.
Oh
Don't
I
God.
did
disrespect
not
a
see
legend
that.
like that.
No way.
Yeah, give me a break. Celine's a
That's
legend.
not cool.
You don't do that. I'm
Now
sorry.
maybe the was it the Kanye thing was deserved?
You guys, you guys want to start with what we saw in AFC Championship weekend with the Ravens and the Chiefs? How about we start there? Obviously, you
Yeah.
guys had the Chiefs, and you know it's questionable why I had Baltimore when Lamar didn't show
So
up.
I'll start with mine. I was surprised the way the game went, and that's why like the way that KC played in that game, the offensive line, the defense, I haven't seen them play that good and this entire season. So basically it's been their defense was good, right? And their offense is scoring less than 20. They're struggling. But this was a game where it's like Kelsey's showing up. He's a playoff performer, right? He's catching up to what? He's going to be he beat Rice probably in TDs, and then he's catching up there in yards. So it's one of those things where Kelsey's Hall of Fame mode right now.
He's gonna be the GOAT
Rice
tight end. Let's call it what it is. I think at the end of
Yeah.
it all,
at the end of the day, yeah.
he's gonna be the
And
GOAT tight end.
then
You got the GOAT, you know, coach, one of the top 3, 4 best coaches at the end of the day. So look, KC is stacked, but the, let's call it what it is. Baltimore gave this game away. They had numerous opportunities to win this game. Again, like you said, KC scored 17 points, and Baltimore just didn't want it. The dumb penalties all game.
but not even
Lamar
that. Look at
not
the
using his
pressure
feet.
that was put. But look at the pressure that they were causing on
Wait,
Lamar.
what do you
And
mean
they were
they
not
put?
allowing anyone to get to
No, they had
Mahomes.
multiple opportunities to run the ball. They ran the ball in the first quarter, ran the ball in the second quarter, then they decided that
Hmm.
what we're built on is throwing the ball. And whoever made that, you know what? The secret ingredient that Casey has that the Patriots had is they make other teams stupid. They literally bring out the dumb decisions from coaches, from players, from management. That's the secret formula that allows Casey to win.
But Casey's D did really suffocate Baltimore.
It was
In,
crazy how much
right?
pressure. Like
Yeah.
it was
I think we were watching
everything
two
looked like it
different
was going to be a
games.
sack.
I think we were watching two different games because Lamar could have ran that ball another 100 yards easy. Pocket was wide open to step into and run the ball. There's no reason to throw 37 times when
I
that's
get
not
what
what you
you're
do.
saying. Yeah, I get what you're saying in regards to like Baltimore tossing it, but we got to give that D credit though, man, because they the way they set that D up, it confused Baltimore.
Guys, they
They
had a
didn't know
fumble
what to
lost
do.
in the end zone. How many opportunities in the red zone did they have? Multiple opportunities in the red zone. Like this was a complete collapse by the Baltimore Ravens, and this was their Super Bowl shot. And I'm writing them off for next year. I'll tell you right now, they won't find themselves back in this spot next year.
Are we gonna drop the F word on these guys? Should I do it?
Do it.
They're frauds.
Yeah, these guys turned out to be frauds, straight frauds. Lamar's going to win his second MVP, and he won't be back in this spot for the next 2 years. I'll call it right now.
I mean, hey, the way that the league's been heading over the last couple of years, I
AFC
wouldn't be surprised.
stacked. Yeah, AFC
Yeah,
stacked. And I think
But
this was their best shot.
going into the season, nobody had Baltimore making it as far as they did.
that's true.
So when you look at the
I
pieces
don't think
around
that's
him, like he carried that team. The reason he's MVP is because he carried that team. So if you're saying this exact team will make it there, then sure. But if you're saying they did get better and they can't make it, like if they make moves and they
He's got
actually
to play better, man. That game was in his hands, just like the game before. It was in Josh Allen's hands. As much as you can say what you want, the Bills had that game.
but he carried
They
them
gave it away.
the first game.
Ravens had that game. They gave it away. And it just seems the formula of when teams go up against KC. I don't know if it's stage fright or what it is, but they don't show up. They make mistakes. They take penalties. And they do everything in their power to give the game away.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard to say anything against, you know, Baltimore blowing it because Champ's right. They did have chances to really, hit these guys with some body blows, but they just didn't do it. But at the end of the day, Casey did.
Look, you guys are right.
And then,
You know what? You guys had KC. There's a reason you guys chose KC. You guys are right on again. I think
yeah,
I'm 0 for in
it's
these
right.
playoffs.
Oh my gosh. But the second game, man, that's where my Undertaker streak ended.
Yeah, you almost called the entire playoffs. That would have
Yeah,
been
yeah,
unreal.
yeah. That would have
Yeah,
been crazy.
up until halftime, it looked likely.
Yeah, but at
Yeah, yeah.
halftime, I was celebrating the $20 I threw on Detroit right before kickoff. I
Man, I
was
was
thinking
ready
it was
to,
gonna happen.
yeah, I was ready to get some non-alcoholic champagne and pop that for going on that streak. But buddy, what happened in that second half, man?
I think that's what you get with Detroit, right?
Now, the question I will have for both of you guys there is, did Detroit blow it, or was San Fran just that good?
Detroit blew it, man.
Uh,
That call on fourth down.
yeah, I don't like I'd have no issue with guys going for it. Obviously, when you don't get it, it's gonna look bad. So I don't have a problem with that. Where I do have
But
the
in that,
issue, where I have the problem is when you're up 21 and when you're up, what were they up 14? You have a chance to make it a three-score game. In the third quarter, they didn't kick the field goal, and you're giving them momentum back to the other team. I had a problem with that. And
yeah,
then
like
at the
like
last
that was
two,
unnecessary.
yeah, and then at the end, in the fourth quarter, you go for it, you don't get it, no issue. I don't have an issue with that. But you come back, you have a last-minute drive, you know you need two scores. The onside kicks never work out. And your whole plan was to waste timeouts for an onside kick made absolutely no sense. You take the three, you had a minute 46 still to go or a minute 50, and you try to get them, you stop them on three downs. And there's just some dumb decisions. And
Was it was sorry, was it Goff or was it Lamar that threw it across his chest, running in the opposite direction for the pick? That was Goff, right? Like
probably,
right into the open field and it just went into the corners, man.
oh,
The,
that
the,
may,
That was Lamar.
that
that
was
was
Lamar
Lamar?
to end
Okay.
the game, right?
Okay.
That was Lamar to end the game.
Okay, I was
That was
mistaken.
Lamar. Yep.
All right,
That's how the game ended. But look,
but yeah,
Detroit was an underdog coming into the season. They had a great run. They had the game in their hands, but I think that's what you also get with a young team. And look, San Fran, I thought Brock Purdy showed something coming back in that environment, just being down. We know what San Fran's records look like when they're not in the lead going into the fourth. So I think this was a big step for San Fran.
yeah. Shanahan exercised those demons, didn't he?
Yeah,
Well,
he
one
definitely
game.
did. It is one game, but it's better to do it before you get to the Super Bowl, so
That's what
that
I'm
doesn't
saying.
come into question in the Super Bowl.
I'd rather do it now than do it week 4,
Yeah.
Hmm.
right? But man, Detroit, I feel for those guys. They just had destiny written all over them. And after that first half, I was like, guy, who's gonna stop these dudes? I couldn't
Yeah,
believe it.
it looked like destiny was on their side.
What was it? Their first 4 possessions were TD, TD, punt, TD,
Yeah,
That was insane.
right?
I
It
think
was
you're right.
so quick too.
Yeah, it was just bang, bang, bang. 4-minute drives. They're in
Yeah.
the end zone. Uh, it's wild, man. But they really let that one slip. That
Hmm.
that call on fourth down was the turning point. That was it. That was
Yep.
the end of
Yeah,
it.
it's just like teams have to find a way. I feel like when things start going the other way, you gotta start finding some momentum, and they just couldn't do it.
Especially when you're up, right? You're up 2 scores. I don't really see the need to be like, hey, we're gonna go for it and give the other team a chance to get back into it.
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Okay,
Unfortunate.
guys, why don't we move over to the Super Bowl? Um, we got a rematch of what, 2 years ago? Sorry, guys. Can edit that out.
It was 4 years ago, no? It was 2020, I believe.
Was it 2020?
Yeah,
Oh,
where
the
it
the
was
fake Super
Garoppolo.
Bowl, the COVID Bowl.
The COVID Bowl. Was it?
But
Oh, yeah, the COVID Bowl. You're right.
my pick for the Super Bowl is Kansas City.
I'm shocked.
I'm totally
And
shocked.
I feel like San Fran showed me something this playoffs, which is a lot of weaknesses. Yes, they've managed to overcome them, but not against a team like KC, because they haven't faced the team the caliber of KC. And KC just shows up in the playoffs, and they look unstoppable right now. Everyone's just playing at such a high level. I don't see them being stopped.
Yeah, same with me, man. I'm going KC just based on what we've been saying for the last few weeks. It's their pedigree. They're finally clicking. Kelsey is having he's terrorizing everybody all of a sudden, right?
So you guys are
And
calling the storybook ending. Chiefs win, and he proposes, and Taylor
he
Swift's.
Chiefs win, but there's no proposal. I'm taking that prop.
Yeah,
That's a
this is just a
wild prop.
business. It's just a
No,
business idea right now, you know?
yeah, they're
Uh,
breaking up next week after this whole season's over.
All right, so you
like,
guys
look at,
both on KC.
yeah.
I'm gonna put all my money on KC because, you know, I don't want that to happen. So if it happens, I'll take the cash. But I'm gonna go with the 49ers. They've been there for how many times? 3 out of the last 4, 4 out of the last 5 or something. It's some crazy number. 3 out of the last 5. So I think they finally do it. I think they get over the hump and they figure it out. I think they
I will say this. San Fran, if they do not win, that team is gonna blow up.
Oh yeah.
Like all that talent is slowly gonna be gone.
you,
And
you
this
got
is their one last opportunity.
so you guys think if they lose, is that the end of Brock Purdy?
Not Brock Purdy.
Not Purdy. I think just
It's
in
just
general. Yeah.
all that talent, like McCaffrey, Ayuk, and everyone's slowly gonna be. They're not gonna be able to pay everyone,
Yeah. That's why I'm
That
gonna take San Fran. I think it's now or never. Like I agree with you that there's gonna be some major changes if they fail to win again.
yeah, because the NFC is just gonna keep getting better too, right? And if
Yep.
you stay idle and everybody else around you keeps getting better, it's gonna be even harder. Like look what happened to the Bills.
And Jack's
Mhm.
right? Like I think Purdy's gonna get paid. Guys' contracts are gonna, so it's gonna be harder to keep all these guys together. And everybody's gonna be another year older. So,
Yeah, that
but yo,
window's closing.
I'm on San Fran. Let's go 49ers.
All right, so we got two Chiefs and a 49er.
Let's do it.
You guys want to check out any prop bets come your way
Yeah,
that you guys?
throw some out there. Let's see what's going on.
So aside from the proposal, which we're all thinking, I'm gonna say the proposal is gonna happen. It just feels like one of those things that's just, sometimes the
You're saying
NFL feels
yes?
so rigged that I feel like this is part of the storybook ending.
So you're saying yes to proposal?
I'm gonna say yes to all the Swifties out there that are dying for this to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no on that one, Tim.
There should be some
I
tragedies
will
on
say no
Monday
as well.
if it doesn't happen.
It's gonna be a cruel summer.
uh, but
Oh man,
I think Kelsey for a TD is probably a guaranteed.
Kelsey for TD,
I'd say,
100%.
yeah, if I was gonna take some TD guys, I'd probably take McCaffrey and you know, um, Kelsey. Like he's. What do you guys think for MVP? Who's your pick for MVP?
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
Easy one, eh?
Yeah,
Mahomes boy. What's
Mahomes. I
that gonna
guess
be?
the
His third MVP?
yeah, because he won it both times when they won the first two, right?
He did, right?
I think so.
Damn, that's some serious hardware.
I could be wrong. I think he has. Uh, so there's actually like there's a boost here. CMC, Kelsey, and Debo all anytime TD score.
Anytime CD score? Yeah. I'd
All
probably
three of them.
take
A nice boost.
Ayuk's pretty a good one as well. What do you guys think about color Gatorade?
Gatorade is going to be orange.
I'm gonna say yellow, lime or yellow.
I have to see how the week goes, you know?
No,
These prop bets, no,
you gotta put something. You gotta put something on the record here.
no. The whole point of this week is to see, where the lines change. Gotta see what truck is driving it in there,
You gotta wait for the leaks.
You got to see what the temperature is going to be like.
Yeah.
'cause Blue
There's a
Gatorade
lot
is
of
apparently
things
cold.
that go into these props.
Okay, how about the
Blue
coin
Gatorade is
toss?
apparently the coldest.
What about the
Coin will be
coin
heads.
toss? Heads?
Tails.
I feel like I take tails every year. I'm gonna go heads.
What's the over under on the anthem? That's like my favorite one every year.
The over under? That's a good one. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to
What's the
check
over
that out.
under and who's performing it?
Oh,
Because that matters.
that definitely
Who's
matters.
performing? Yeah. So we
Speaking
need
of
to get
performing,
yeah.
I don't know how you're feeling about Usher doing the halftime show.
I am pumped.
Yeah?
I am jacked to the tits.
What about you, Jag?
Yeah, no, it's good. I like anytime they bring back any of, the artists we grew up with because they have a lot of bangers,
Yeah.
So,
Usher's got hits, man.
yeah.
He's
This
got
gonna
hits,
bring-
but I don't
Oh,
know. You
he's
think
got-
there's gonna be some surprise guest? Who's he gonna bring
With
up?
Usher?
He's collabed with so many people on a lot of different songs, remixes, so
Lil
We'll see.
Jon. Lil Jon's a gimme. That guy's coming out.
yeah.
When they perform, yeah? Yeah, it's probably gonna be the song to end it too.
That'd be a good way to end it.
Yeah, I think yeah ends it. And he's probably gonna start it with oh my god.
So, guys, it's a McIntyre.
Reba McEntire?
Reba McIntyre, thank you. She's the
Reba
one who's gonna be
McEntire?
singing the national anthem, and according
Okay.
to futures right now, NFL futures, the over/under set at 90.5 seconds, so about a minute and a half.
A minute and a half for Reba McEntire?
I'm leaning towards the under.
Reba
A
McEntire.
minute and a
She
half
ha-
is long. I would say I'm gonna take the under as well.
But man, she hasn't done something like this in a while, so she might milk it. I think I might go over.
Yeah, some of these have been really long.
But we're talking
Last
strictly
year,
singing, right?
last year it was Chris Stapleton. It was 202.
Stapleton to 202. Yeah, I'm definitely going over for McIntyre then.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Stapleton's over under was
202, eh?
205.
And he went over that.
He went under. He was
Oh, he went
202.
under 202, but he was close. So I'm
Yeah.
going over for Reba McIntyre a minute and a half. Yeah. Unless like she gets gassed and she can't breathe anymore, that thing's going over a minute and a half. Because she's
Yeah,
what,
the
like
line's really small.
70 something? Huh?
Yeah, compared to the recent years, the line's actually quite small. This is the lowest line the line's been. So,
Yeah. Because they're bringing out somebody out of retirement for this one. It's weird. It's happening in Vegas and you're bringing Reba McIntyre to sing the
that's
anthem?
what I'm saying, right? I feel like it's since the Super Bowl's in Vegas, you'd have some big names out there.
I mean,
Mhm.
there's aren't there people that have residency in Vegas? I mean, why not Britney Spears, man?
Yeah, you already got Usher coming. Might as well take it all the way back.
Right? Let's go back to the 90s with this one. Bring Britney out for the anthem. We got Usher at halftime. Let's go.
I'm take
Amazing.
on.
That halftime show was gonna be crazy.
I think I'm gonna stick with under on this one.
Under.
Any other fun bets, props you guys
We'll be
usually?
posting them. We'll post them up on our Insta and Twitter.
Yeah. So
That's
what
a
do we
great
do? We
segue.
did Gator.
Yeah,
So we did a proposal. Champ said yes.
yeah.
We
You,
said no.
Jack said no. I said no. Gatorade, I said orange. Champ said yellow. Jack's to be
Mine
determined
is, yeah.
because he needs to see the truck that's coming into the stadium. Before,
He's
before
waiting for
he-
the leaks.
Gotta see.
And then Reba McIntyre. I took the under. Sorry, the over
Yeah, I'm
on
gonna take
the
the
anthem.
under.
Under. Jag.
I am leaning the under, but now I gotta go watch some of her performances, So,
All
if
right, y'all.
anything changes,
Make sure you guys
Did-
keep a eye on our Twitter and our Instagram. We'll be posting those out, and if there anything changes before kickoff on Sunday.
All right. Happy Super Bowl.
Yeah, have a happy Super Bowl, everybody. This brings a close to the NFL season. We just gotta wait. It's gonna be a 8-month grind till we kick off in September.
That'll be fine. There'll be golf to fill it up in between.
Yeah, we'll get baseball kicking off soon.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Golf, baseball, hockey, basketball. Let's do this.
Let the good times roll, baby.
All right, that brings a close to our pod. We'll have some future content and some future updates. So keep a tab on the socials, and we'll keep you updated. Peace out.
All right. Peace out.